what if we were complete, and what if we were enough, and everything was just to be your best in every moment, and to recognize we all have this ego, we all have these parts of us, we all can be a little selfish sometimes, all those things are there, and we're just here to recognize and to take the initiative to utilize everything we have been given. You know, when we come to this point in life where we say, there's more I want to do. I want to live from the inside out, or I want to be able to be my true self, or I want to fulfill my Dharma, and I want to feel that. I want to feel that santosha, that contentment inside. And so what are the things? So one of the things we talked about was what are those things that get in the way? Because that's part of what the letting go is. Yeah, it's that you've got to let go of the ego. Which another thing that we speak about often in Ayurveda then is what's the most harmful thing we can do to ourselves? I mean, we could imagine a whole bunch of things, right? But from the Ayurveda text, the most harmful thing that we can do to ourselves is self-judgment. Just for the whole reason that we're all sitting here having this discussion. Because part of it is that we have that, and as long as we have that, I don't know about you, but I was, and you know, I'm sure, well, no, actually there were some things my mother said. But I was brought up with the idea that if I judged myself, and particularly if I judged myself harshly, that would make me humble. Big mistake. Yeah. No, it just makes you weenie. It makes you, not like yourself, and then you don't express in life. There's a lot of people just associate Dharma with career, but it's much bigger than that. So the Swadharma then involves our duties in life. In other words, our duties in the life that we've chosen. And you might say, well, I got this, and this, and I didn't feel like I chose it. But somewhere along the line, there was some choice that was made. And we can always go back and keep backing up and find that. So that it's our duties in the sum total of life. So we look at it sometimes where, my duties are to my family. I need to take care of my parents. I need to take care of my kids. I need to take care of my, what if I don't have those things? Does that mean I don't have any duties? Well, no. Right? We have a duty to be a good citizen. That's why I was talking about the morality thing. Yeah. And there's been a lot of things in the past, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 years, where some of that's gone down. Some of us have dipped down and then come back up. Any of you had that happen? Right? Where you were, there were things that you did that you won't do again. Right? Yeah. And see, that's part of it. That's part of it, because we need to recognize that those are the things, they have value. They have value because everything that we've done makes us who we are today. That gives us, we have to have some of that contrast. We have to test the waters sometimes. Some of us a little more than others. But it becomes a part of our Swadharma. Right? Because any of you have something you did in the past that you now share with others, so they don't have to do it? Right, yeah, me too, yeah. Yeah, so those are the kinds of things that we need to recognize that it's all okay. It's all okay. What matters is, am I going to do it again or not? And do I have the level of consciousness to not take that step that causes difficulty for myself or others, or both. One of our texts, or what we would say from yoga, it talks about how important it is that we live our own Dharma, and that it's a tragedy if we live somebody else's Dharma. And have any of you ever had that feeling that you got to a point in life and that maybe you were living somebody else's Any of you done that before? I did it, yeah. I did it, and I had convinced myself I wasn't doing it. So, and so part of this process then is to recognize what is Satya, what is honesty with myself. So then this notion then of, well, if I think about Dharma, I think about myself as part of the whole. Yeah? But when we talk about Swadharma, Swadharma then is referring to the purpose of my individual soul, the purpose of me just being here, for whatever that might be. Yeah, I don't have an exact answer for what that is. But it is. There are things that each of us are here to do. What would my Swadharma involve? Maybe it would involve my morality, my ethics. How am I viewing myself and others in life? What am I willing to accept and allow transformation? Yeah, because if we don't look at those things for ourselves frequently, not frequently, but often in life, if we don't take some time for that, we will follow what we've been given. Yeah, right? We're gonna go whatever mom and dad passed down, and grandma and grandpa and everybody else, and then we take that and all of our samskara along the way, and then we start acting from there until we decide that we're willing to take a look at, am I really behaving in my motives for my behavior the way I actually view myself? In other words, is there consistency there? Because sometimes we think there is and there isn't. Any thoughts? So these are the things that maybe sometimes they're not the easiest things to take a look at. But that's some of what I wanted to explore here, was to see how is it that you're applying, and that we all are, applying what we learn as yoga practitioners or any other spiritual tradition. That am I actually applying that and living it? Or do I do those things and then do what I grew up with? And I mean, and this can apply anywhere. It can apply in how I conduct myself in business, how I conduct myself with my friendships, how I conduct myself in my intimate relationships, all of that. And so it comes down to then the Swadharma is my getting to know myself inside enough to recognize that I'm doing those things and then actually making a choice about it. Yeah, because I'm making a choice, but I can make a conscious choice then. And the thing is that, like I said, it's pretty easy for some of us to kid ourselves about it, to say, oh, I think I'm doing this. But when I go over to do this other thing, that I switch into another mode. So recognizing the Swadharma then helps us to learn how to bring that continuity in life. And then whatever we're doing becomes much more satisfying. And there's much more santosha and so forth.